We had the Greatest Rivalry Tour beginning this past Friday evening, and guys, what a match that we have between the Stormers and the All Blacks in Cape Town. It was the first game of the Greatest Rivalry Tour, and it absolutely delivered from start to finish. It was back and forth, and both teams had their moments. The Stormers, I thought they were in with a shot going into halftime, but unfortunately it wasn't meant to be, and the All Blacks, they were just a better side at the end of it. But now we will dive into the players that were absolutely brilliant throughout this game in Cape Town in the first game of the Greatest Rivalry Tour. So guys, the big talking point before this game was in that number 10 jersey for the Stormers. Obviously we had the debutant in Joaquin Ahmed, and boy did he have a good one on debut against the All Blacks, the mighty All Blacks, in the first game of the Greatest Rivalry Tour, and I thought he was absolutely brilliant throughout this game, especially in that first half. He controlled the game very well for the Stormers. He went through a couple of good gaps. He had some good carries as well, and his boot, he was on point with his boot, slotting all those kicks through the post, and he was absolutely brilliant. And then another guy that I thought was absolutely brilliant, a man who won a World Cup with the Springboks in 2023. It's in the flanker position in that number 6 shirt, in that 6th jersey. Dion Free was absolutely brilliant as well, and he was a menace at ruck time. He had some good carries as well for the Stormers. I thought John Dobson did put him off a little bit too early in that second half. I thought he could have played another couple of minutes, but still he was brilliant, and he showed why he's still a great player, a masterful player at his age, and that age is not a number in rugby. He was brilliant. And then a guy like Sibilo Sonatla, he was brilliant throughout as well. He scored a great try as well in that second half to give the Stormers a slight chance, but at the end though, the All Blacks, they were just a better side, and they got the victory at the end. But on the All Black side, players that were absolutely brilliant, I thought. A guy like Bowden Barrett, he showed why he's a world-class player in that number 10 jersey for the All Blacks, and he showed why he should be, that they really should choose him for the Springboks test matches. He was brilliant. He controlled the game very well for the All Black team as well, and he had a couple of good carries as well as Joaquin Ahmed did for the Stormers. Bowden Barrett, he was good. And then another guy that was absolutely brilliant as well, in that 12th jersey, Anton Leonard Brown. He had a couple of good strong carries as well in that midfield alongside Billy Proctor for the All Blacks. I thought they were a little bit rusty in the first couple of minutes, but as the game progressed, they showed why they are also world-class players in that backline for the All Blacks. And I also did think the Stormers, they were a little bit sloppy at times with defense. There were multiple opportunities that they let the All Blacks go score some good tries throughout this game, which they could have stopped throughout this game, and that could have maybe had them a little bit more of a chance of winning this game. But guys, they were going up against a formidable international All Black team, and it was always going to be a tough task to beat a team like the All Blacks. But guys, it was a incredible, formidable game in the first game in the Greatest Rivalry Tour. Let me know in the comments, what do you make of the first match between the Stormers and the All Blacks in the first thriller of the Greatest Rivalry Tour? I would love to hear your thoughts and your comments down below. It was an amazing game to start us off in the Greatest Rivalry Tour, and I would love to hear your thoughts and your comments down below, guys. That is it for this one, and hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't done so already. It always helps, and thank you for your support, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.